when I first moved here in 2012, I was like really excited to come, and then like I remember when I first started my first day of high school, grade 10. I just remember like going into my class and like I remember my English teacher like because they were like doing some classwork and my English teacher was like, oh hey everyone, like, and then everyone just looked up at me. They're like, this is Anthony. He just moved here from Nigeria. She like just put me on the spot right there and then. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like what the fuck? Like literally everyone was just looking at me and I was just like, hi, and then they're like, literally, I said hi and then no one said hi back. I'm like, wow, nice. What a way to start. And like I went to take a seat and the people all sitting beside are like, oh hi, like my name's so and so, like they all introduced me. I was like, oh everyone's so nice and stuff. And I remember I got into my social class, was the next class I think. And then my teacher was like, oh like this is Anthony. Everyone should like introduce themselves to me, blah blah blah. And like everyone did. And then I just remember like one kid come to ask me, he was like, oh like what's it like in Nigeria, like do you guys see lions around all the time? And I was just like, lions? I was just like so puzzled about it. I was like, no. They're like, they're in a zoo. They're like, oh really? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh like, is Nigeria in Africa? And I was like, yeah. I was like, you don't know that? He was like, oh no, I didn't know. Like, I was so surprised about it. I was like, well, like you guys have like such a good education here. Like, how would you know like Nigeria is part of Africa? And then like after that, I began to realize that like, I don't know if it's just in Calgary, but like growing up, like they don't have as much exposure to like information about like around Africa and like other countries around the world. Like a lot of kids here don't. And I was surprised about that because like the education here is like a lot better than back home. Like that was the reason why I moved here, and I was just so surprised about that. Like why that was, and then I did experience one of my football teammates. He said, I remember when he said the N word, and like everyone at practice was like, "Oh my god, like Anthony, like are you just gonna take that?" And I was just like, that doesn't like I wasn't bothered by it because like back home like it wasn't really a big deal because like no one really said that word. But like here it's like such a big deal, and then I realized that like I'm in such a different place. Like things are like different now, and like it began to make me like realize like how like when I'm in class, like I'm like literally like the only black kid there, and like it began to like make me feel self-conscious about myself. Like oh my god, like, I'm actually so alone here. Like and like it began to make me think of like how like what they'll think about me. Like oh like when I come to class, like oh my god, like what like their thoughts about me, like what they were, and like began to like change how like I saw how excited I was to like be here, and it began to like dwell on me a bit. But then like I was just like, where I'm from, like this doesn't matter. Like I shouldn't let this like bother me. So I just like pushed it out of my head, and then kept just like living my life. And then like once in a while it makes like dwells on me sometimes, but like not as much anymore. It's like how like usually like so like usually like the only like black kid in like a class or like in like a sports team or something like that, and like it doesn't affect me, but like I feel like for like a lot of my other friends like it does. And like when we talk about it sometimes it just makes you wonder and think like, oh like what do other people think about you, like how do they like see you, like when they like how do they view you, like when they look at you, like if like the thoughts are like oh like he's probably like such a dog, or like if it's like racist thoughts that run through their mind, like you think about that. You just like when you talk to them, you just try to be as much of yourself as to around them, to like show them like oh like you're a pretty normal person, like we're like not people to be scared of, like be afraid of, not to be afraid of us. And yeah, I just like pushed the thought out of my mind. Like I just like when I start to think about it, I'm like okay, like there's no, you don't need to do that, you don't need to like put yourself through all this, and just like push the thought out of my mind and just like try to smile and then like act like nothing's bothering me. Cause like I remember actually like last week in my in my religious class. No, yeah, religious class. They were talking about how. No, sorry, it was my marketing class. My prof was talking about how some advertisements like about the show Blackish, about how like they were talking about when like black kids learn how to drive and like how their parents tell them like, oh, like when a cop stops you, like what you should do, and like the girl was telling her mom like, oh mom, don't worry, I'm such a good driver, I'm gonna be safe. She's like, no, it's not about that, like it's about like your skin color, like how like they'll view you and like how they'll treat you. She was just like, what do you mean? And she like explained to her daughter, and like I remember my prof was like, she looked at me, like made eye contact, and she was just like, I don't want to like make anyone feel uncomfortable. And I was just like, at that point, I was just like, oh my god, like I'm just really fine with it, like it's not a big deal. And then like at that point, that made me think like, oh, here we go again. I'm the only black kid in my class. And then like kind of made me feel down for a bit, but I was just like, okay, like it's nothing new, like it happens all the time. So I just like pushed it out of my mind. I like tried to smile and like make things less awkward, because I feel like everyone else in class like knew what she was talking about, and like everyone was feeling some type of way, but just like tried to like brush it off, and then like I would like answer like a question like that she would like ask, just like make you feel like less tense, because I felt like the classroom was getting to feel like a bit tense. And sometimes you feel like weird about it, but like you just like, what can you do? Like you just have to keep on going, like you can't let it stop you from doing what you want to do, like being who you are. So someone who's approachable, like not having to be like feared by people, and like having people like be excited to come up to you and like talk to you, and then in a way not to like have people like look down on you and like feel like you're not educated, as to say like not on the same level as them. Because I feel like some people think like black people are not, especially African Americans, are not as educated as like other like Americans, or like people who are like born in America, and like they look down on us in a way. They're like, oh, like your education is not as good as ours. Like kind of feel like they're better than us in a way.